I'm learning IGCSE biology, which has many topics, and our school is bilingual, so it's really helpful to my future. First, I thought biology is a really hard subject because it takes like a few decades to graduate, so which means I will be like nearly 30 years old when university years finally end. And as long as I start learning biology, it becomes more interesting and more easy. Biology is really amazing that it's not about like maths and theories and numbers, it's about real life situations. I choose IGCSE biology from various of IGCSE subjects, not only because it helps me to become a doctor. I've always been fascinated by the natural world. This childish fascination has not left me, but deepened over the years. This interest has led me to my love of biology. And most interesting part of the lesson is doing experiences, because we can learn and see the real things through it. And the real cool thing is the more we understand the other organisms, ultimately we understand ourselves too. In addition, biology is really helpful for our daily lives because we can get knowledge about like balancing our nutrition and treating diseases, and we can know about our environment. Biology is literally everywhere.
I'm here to inform you a little bit about Cambridge program and some of its impact on us. So the main purpose of Cambridge Institution is to provide an equal opportunity to students all over the globe, no matter the cultural difference, so that the students can pick up the fundamental knowledge required to proceed their educational path. As for me, I've been studying English subjects for 2 years, and before that, I was not really enthusiastic about science-related subjects. But hopefully enough, our school started to engage in Cambridge program, which allowed us to choose whatever subjects we would like to proceed learning and ditch the ones we liked the least. So biology was one of my favorite ones. So throughout those past 2 years, I've understood how important the scientific theories are for our everyday life. Like let's take homeostasis for example. This simple term refers to a self-regulating process which aims to keep the body temperature stable. So that explains why we shiver and raise our body hair when it's cold. And my personal thought on the books that Cambridge provide us is that they are far more interesting and understandable than the regular ones we use in Mongolia. And along with learning English subjects, we also adopt many useful skills and positive attitudes like being able to work in teams and being positive and reflective upon ourselves.
My favorite subject is science, especially chemistry. The reason why I like chemistry is it's more fun and it's interesting than the other subjects. And I have learned many things from chemistry, such as chemical bondings and compounds composed of many atoms and molecules. And I learned about the structures and properties of atoms.
Well, geography, you may be wondering why. It has a connection between my feelings and my mother nature. I would like to know how my mother nature was created and how it formed, and also the future of my mother nature before it all gets destroyed. I would also like to know why people are poor and rich by learning geography. Also, I would like to know why people migrate to another countries and why people live young, die young, and live longer. So I would advise you to learn geography if you like these stuffs.
My favorite subject is geography, but not only is my favorite subject, it's the most important subject that relates to my career in becoming a diplomat. Geography is the study of Earth's landscapes, peoples, places, and environments. It is quite simply in the world in which we live in. But not only is this geography enables students to understand their world locally to globally, make wise decisions about the planet and its resources, and become critical thinkers, and to even learn the locations of places and the physical and cultural characteristics of those places in order to function more effectively in our increasingly independent world. This is an example that geography is related to mostly everything in life that is important to us. In geography class, we learn about the theory of what subject we are going to learn. By reading our books and talk about the topic of the situations of the area. And then we start doing cases to learn even deeper about it.
Before I chose physics, I wasn't responsible and shy, but now I'm responsible, confident, and engaged. It's also a fun, worthwhile lesson. Physics Extended is a very interesting subject. We do activities as an experiment, and in class we have to solve the problems. From that, it opens my eyes how the world works and the next generation of technology.
I chose physics and I'm learning extended version of it, which means highly educated and targeted to achieve those expected grades. And we learn it in a 3 different way, tests, calculations, and we occasionally do some experiments, and I'm really interested in it. Next year we will be having a Cambridge examinations, which can give you a chance to get scholarship. When I started learning physics, I began to see things differently, like understand the study of society, technology, and the environment.
Who do you want to be in the future? Do you want to be a doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer? Or maybe even the president of your country? English is spoken by many people globally. It is a known fact that at least 1.5 billion people speak English. What can combine both of these universally useful elements? Of course, the Cambridge IGCSE program. It can help communication between many people across the world. It can help you start many career choices and even help in academics. The English IGCSE program opens many doors to the future. If you can try your best and put your passion and soul into this program and learn, you can learn a lot and you will do very well. I think you can reach unlimitless potential, and I believe in you.
We started study Cambridge IGCSE level, which students can choose subjects based on their interests, skills, and future professions. So I chose business, geography, and biology. One of my favorite lessons is English. Our English books are well connected to other lessons, and we discover a lot about the world. I really enjoy my English lessons because our English teachers are well motivated. They made English look like an easy game to play.
The IGCSE Math, one of the essential subjects, gives students to develop the mathematical knowledge as key life skill and base for more advanced study. And IGCSE Math gives me a chance to acquire a solid foundation of mathematical skills and learn how to develop strategies for solving problems. And course also allows the students to develop their investigation and modeling skills and introduces them to use of calculator.
Mathematics all around us. We use maths in our daily lives, for example, managing your money, measuring things, and organizing your time. IGCSE Maths is one of my favorite subjects because you get to solve new challenging problems for every subject you learn. In IGCSE Maths, we learn about all the essential subjects in a more advanced level and new mathematical terms used all over the world. It explains the subjects in a very detailed way and gives you examples of real-life situations.
ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. We learn a lot of stuff in this subject. For example, we create websites and produce data. And the world we live in today is completely different from the world that we used to know 100 years ago.
ICT is not all about computers and mobile phones. It's also about managing mass amount of data and making sure that other people outside the field of ICT has a basic knowledge on it. My favorite part is that I can experiment with what I want, since mostly computer is needed to do it, unlike other subjects which require complex materials and apparatuses. The experiment that I first made was a website last year, which was done along with other ICT students. The website is published on the internet and accessible by everyone. Since I'm representing my class in the student council, I create posters and videos with the knowledge that I have learned from ICT for the events that take place in the school. For me, ICT is my future path, as it is my goal to become an IT engineer or an aerospace engineer.
We are studying IGCSE program, and I chose a few subjects that are taught in English, and one of them is business. I chose business because it will increase my confidence and improve my communication. Business courses are all about developing your interpersonal skills so we could deal with other people. And I'm not a well-team player, so I chose business to overcome my weakness by discovering more roles as a team player. Business courses provide lots of job opportunities in the future, and our organization needs people who have skills about accounting, marketing, human resource, and customer care. And business courses will introduce you to all this.
Cambridge IGCSE Art and Design encourages a range of skills, artistic awareness, knowledge, and critical understanding of art, and provides opportunities for learners to develop a range of skills. Crucially, a personal and independent perspective is encouraged at all times. The syllabus is designed to accommodate a wide range of abilities, materials, and resources, and allows the different skills of the teaching staff to be fully exploited. In this year, we are learning how to draw darker and lighter sides of three-dimensional objects. And we use coals, pens, and pencils to draw a sketch. And it's interesting to draw moving objects.